Hello everyone, welcome to Inconvenient Truths. I'm your host, Jennifer Zeng. Today I will do a quick update on the latest riots in the iPhone city Foxconn in Zhengzhou City in China, as well as what happened with Shijiazhuang City's pilot trial of easing up their COVID control. Then I will talk about two recent cases of the mysterious disappearance of high school students in China that have sparked intense concern and attention among Chinese netizens. The bigger picture behind the mysterious cases of missing students and what lessons we should learn from them. So make sure you stick around till the end. Before we move on, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, give me a like, leave us a comment, or share my video on social media to give me a boost. I believe all the issues I talk about are very important ones and concern every one of us. Sometimes I'm weeks ahead of the mainstream media. For example, I talked about the issue of the CCP setting up police stations in over 30 countries as early as October 6, and some mainstream media have just started to talk about it. The heartening news is, since I talked about this issue, some countries have started to take actions to deal with it. The police officers in Netherlands even arrested a CCP agent after a Chinese activist reported to the police that the agent threatened him. I hope all CCP police officers can be driven out of overseas countries, as they have no rights to police in other countries. Now, let's move to our topics today. You must have heard the news that a huge number of Foxconn workers in Zhengzhou City, Henan province in China, escaped the iPhone city a while ago because of the out-of-control COVID situation in it. Some say all 8 female workers in room 726 died, so workers panicked and escaped. This is the tweet I posted a while ago. After tens of thousands escaped, Foxconn managed to recruit about 100,000 new workers, many from Henan province. Well, yesterday, a large-scale protest broke out again in Foxconn. Let's watch a few short videos first. Okay, this is inside Foxconn last night. Now share another one. The workers shout, "We want to go home." Quite fierce, right? The workers in the video shot, "The police beat us. We want to go home." Now let's shoot another one. Okay, this one shows one worker of Foxconn factory in Zhengzhou was badly beaten up by the police, and the worker in it was shouting, "The police beat us." Now let's shoot another one. Okay, it was said 20 buses of armed police were transferred from Luoyang City to crack down on the workers after they tried to break out of the iPhone city. There are more videos on my Twitter account at Jennifer Zeng 97. So if you want to watch more, please go there. So why did the newly recruited workers also want to break out of the factory? According to social media posts, there are two reasons. Reason one is that the workers were told that they would live and work separately from the veteran workers who might have COVID. But after they arrived, they found they would live and work together with those workers, not separately. Reason two is that the payment terms were not the same as they were told. Workers felt deceived, so they were angry and wanted to leave. Well, the latest news is after a whole night of fierce fighting, Foxconn agreed to pay those who want to leave 10,000 yuan or about $1,400 to settle down the matter. My quick comment about this matter is, one, the CCP exaggerated propaganda about the pandemic is backfiring. That's why the workers feel so frightened upon finding that they had to live and work together with those who might have tested positive. Two, sometimes protests do work. Three, the workers might not necessarily be deceived by Foxconn. It is also possible that it was the recruit agent who deceived them, as it is hard to recruit workers for Foxconn given what had happened there. Four, the CCP must have pressured Foxconn to resolve this issue quickly. It is Foxconn, not the CCP, that will be paying the compensation to the workers anyway. Five, this incident will make more foreign companies want to move out of China, and iPhone supply will surely be affected. Well, That's just a very quick update on the situation with Foxconn in China. Now, let's move to the next topic. We talk about the CCP's 20 new measures to further optimize the prevention and control of the pandemic, and that Shijiazhuang City had become a pilot city for reopening on November 14th. Well, only after 6 days, on November 20th, one day after Xi Jinping came back to China from his overseas trips, the city started mass COVID testing again. And this report says that the Supervision and Steering Group of China's National Health Commission has been to Shijiazhuang to offer guidance, and the authorities in Shijiazhuang had misunderstood the central government's policies and made the situation worse. Well, so no more reopening, no more easing up. Everybody is back to normal COVID control. Now, let's move to our last topic today, the mysterious disappearance of high school students in China. The first mysterious case of high school student going missing happened on October 14th in Zhiyuan High School in Qianshan County in Jiangxi Province in southwest China. So 15-year-old Hu Xinyu just disappeared from the school in broad daylight. Hu Xinyu was a boarding student, which means he lived at school, and the school adopts a fully closed management system, so students can only go home on holidays, and no outsiders were allowed to enter the school without permission. At about 5:50 p.m. in the afternoon, surveillance camera video shows that he walked out of his dorm. He was going to go to his classrooms to study, and the classroom building is just 100 meters away from his dormitory building. However, he never reached his classroom. He just disappeared after he walked out of his dormitory building. Let's watch the surveillance video camera showing him walking out.
从学校的校门，从他自己的那个宿舍里面遇到了他自己的教室里面，就在那个拐弯的地方就不见了。消失的这个地方是蛮虚。
Okay, the time when Hu Xinyu's teacher noticed that he was missing from the classroom was 6:20 p.m. That is to say, he disappeared within the 30 minutes between 5:50 p.m. to 6:20 p.m. On the following day, a thorough search was conducted inside the school. Even the artificial lake and septic tank were drained, but nothing was found. The officers also checked the school's fence, which was all covered with moss, and found no signs of people ever climbing over the fence. This is a picture of the school, as there are surveillance cameras in both the dormitory building and classroom building. There is only one area about 10 meters between the two buildings that is not covered by any surveillance cameras. So in theory, if the authorities check the surveillance cameras, they could be able to find out some clues regarding Hu Xinyu's mysterious disappearance. However, when Hu Xinyu's parents requested to check the surveillance videos, they were told that all the videos were only kept for 22 hours and were deleted after that. The problem is there are altogether 6 surveillance cameras. Why were all the videos of the other 5 cameras were deleted, but the video of him walking out of the dormitory building was kept? It was also reported that on the day when Hu Xinyu went missing, 13 vehicles had entered and left the campus. Could one of them have taken Hu away? It seems that nobody were able to give a serious answer to this question. And this post says that at 5:04 p.m. on October 14th, a car drove into the school without being stopped or questioned. And 3:03 a.m. on October 15th, that was about 9 hours after Hu Xinyu went missing, a car drove out from a quiet corner inside the school and left the school 2 minutes after. Again, nobody stopped or checked this car. And 3:27 a.m., this car arrived at a private clinic in the county. And 4:42 a.m., the car left the clinic, drove to a river, and stayed about 5 minutes at the river. And 2:22 a.m., the car arrived at a self-service car wash shop called Yingfeng and spent over an hour there. And 9:42 a.m., this car was driven directly into the scrap yard. It was also said that shortly before Hu Xinyu went missing, the school organized a medical examination for the students, and Hu Xinyu's blood type turned out to be a relatively rare kind. So far, Hu Xinyu has been missing for more than 1 month, and nobody knows what happened to him, whether he's still alive or dead. Another mysterious case happened in Wuhan City on November 12th. At about 8:30 p.m., the mother of 14-year-old boy Liu Aocheng asked him to go downstairs to dump the trash. After that, he disappeared and never came back. 8 days later, on November 20th, a body was found at Zhengzhou Island, a place that was about 16 kilometers away from Liu Aocheng's home. Liu's parents have confirmed that this body was their child. However, Liu's father was very upset that the police didn't allow him to get close or check the boy's body. He was only able to touch the body's shoe, which he recognized. He said he bought the shoe for his boy. Let's listen to what the father said in the chat group.
他是昨天开始查到的，昨天开始黄陂公安局的才开始慢慢的查，然后今天中午我老婆接到别人一个好心人爆料。 Well,
that was Liu Aocheng's father's voice in a chat group. Basically, he said that the police only started to look for my boy 6 or 7 days after he went missing. They searched very slowly in a leisurely way. Today at noon, some kind-hearted people told my wife that the body was found at Zhengzhou Island. So my wife reported this to the police. So the police organized people to get the body out of the river. I arrived there at about 4 p.m. Now they've got the body out of the water, but they didn't allow us to check it. I touched the shoe which I bought for him. We requested them to start a search on the following day. We asked them to deploy drones, but they refused to act. Now my boy's body was found only after somebody reported it. Otherwise, it could never have been found. Somebody said, how could this boy's body end up in the river? It is winter now, and there is almost no water in the river. How could he die there? This post says that when the body was found, all his organs were gone. After the above two cases were exposed online, some Chinese netizens found more similar cases. For example, this post listed 21 students who went missing from July 15th to November 11th. The youngest one is only 8 years old. The oldest one is 17. These are official announcements from the Public Security Bureau in Longhui County in Hunan Province. It's just one small county, so many students went missing. These are also some of the missing students compiled by a Chinese netizen. So it looks like countless students have just vanished into thin air. Where are they? What happened after they vanished? Let's see this official news report from China. This report says, for the first time ever in the entire world, Xiehe Hospital in Wuhan City conducted heart transplants for 3 children on the same day on November 7th. The report says current public information shows that the hospital has become the first medical institution in the world to complete the largest number of pediatric heart transplants in the same day, proving once again that the comprehensive strength of pediatric heart transplantation in Wuhan is firmly at the world's advanced level. The report says that 3 hearts that were used in the transplants came from Beijing, Guangzhou, and Nanning. So far, Xiehe Hospital has done 139 pediatric heart transplants since 2008. In recent 5 years, Xiehe Hospital has ranked 4th in the entire world in terms of the number of operations. We all know that a heart cannot survive for more than 4 hours after it leaves the body. So where did Xiehe Hospital get the 3 hearts on the same day? Anyway, this report says that when he or she saw the news that in the morning of November 7th, the heart acquiring team of Xiehe Hospital transported the donor's heart, he or she felt something was very wrong. So he or she did a search and found that there were indeed 3 children who went missing on the same day. They were 12-year-old girl Song Yadong in Guizhou City, 15-year-old boy Qiu Chanhao in Shangrao City in Jiangxi Province, and a 19-year-old boy Liao Junhao in Nanyang City in Henan Province. Of course, there is no evidence to say that these 3 missing children were the donors of the 3 heart transplants. However, given the long waiting period in other countries and the short time that a heart can survive after leaving the donor, it is very suspicious how Xiehe Hospital could get 3 matching hearts on the same day for 3 children. As a matter of fact, ever since the Chinese edition of the Epoch Times exposed the CCP's astonishing crime of mass killing Falun Gong practitioners for their organs in 2006, many international media organizations and journalists have conducted their own investigation and concluded that this anti-humanity crime does exist and is still going on in China. Apart from Falun Gong practitioners, Uyghurs and other prisoners of conscience have also become victims. However, because of the information censorship, many Chinese people know nothing about this atrocity. Many others choose to say nothing or pretend that this doesn't exist, as this happens to Falun Gong practitioners and Uyghurs only, and therefore has nothing to do with them. They can continue to enjoy their wonderful lives. But this time, since the missing students came from ordinary Chinese families, many people suddenly felt shocked as this can happen to anybody now. And this is exactly the reason why I have been working so hard to expose the crimes of the CCP. As the logic is very clear to me, if the CCP can do this to Falun Gong practitioners and the Uyghurs, they of course can do the same thing to anybody in the world. As for people outside of China, please never go to China for an organ transplant, as somebody could be killed if you do. Or if you know people or organizations who are still offering training to Chinese organ transplant doctors, show them this video and ask them to stop doing so. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, please subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, please check if you are still subscribed and like and share my content. Also, if you could, please go to my website and Jennifer Zeng blog, jenniferzengblog.com. Sign up for a membership or make a donation to support my truth-telling efforts. Thank you. See you next time, and have a very happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. See you.